$1 million a year. You tell me whether it was worth the investment. You do the math at that right? Okay. So it is important, and I know a lot of you guys are here probably for the income opportunity, right? You guys.
One second.
Wait on me.
In the bathroom. In the bathroom.
Because it changed the way that I thought about money. And so I don't want to just throw numbers at you, and I'm not going to just throw words at you, but it's a very simple formula. It doesn't matter what account you put your money in, you should know how long it's going to take it to double. Use this very simple formula, guys. It was created by Albert Einstein. What this formula states is if you divide your interest rate into 72, that's going to tell you the number of years it takes your money to double. Let's do an example. Everybody in here got $10,000 to save and invest. You guys, you decide that you're going to take that to your bank. It doesn't matter what you pay that. All of them, they're going to offer you a savings account or they're going to offer you a CD. All of those accounts go at 1.5% interest on average. This time you take this to your bank, you open up that CD, you got one question, how long is it going to take my money to double? Here's what you're going to do to figure it out. 3% is the interest rate. You're going to take 3 divided into 72. Guys, 3 goes into 72 24 times. That means in 24 years, that's the first time you're going to see it double. That 10,000 will double to 20,000. Leave it in another 24 years, your 20,000 double to 40,000. Y'all tell me, does that sound like a good investment?
I guess reschedule.
No, right? Like, I already tried to start close. I already lost 24 years. But I already, another 28, only to have 40,000.
I had to call him back.
That is not seem right. Now, let's talk about this 6% college. I heard people over the years, but maybe you guys work where you guys have 401ks or 403bs, right? Those accounts are growing 3 to 6% interest on average. This time, take the 10,000 and put it in your retirement account. Take 6, that's the interest rate. Take 6, divide it into 72. 6 goes into 72 12 times. That means in 12 years, that 10,000 doubles to 20.
Like she's talking about taking her licensing exam. Yeah, so she want to get back and take that test. So my mentor, my $5,000 money is on my neck because she want me to get to that next level. Yes, I want.
Can you stay retired on $160,000? And we understand that, but why does the average American get to retire and get look at numbers like this?
One part.
The average American only has 2 to 5 years worth of savings before they have to go back to work. Guys, if you don't believe me, take a trip to your neighborhood Walmart. You think the elderly door greeters are there because they're excited to see you every day?
Not at all.
They thought it was, an adult playground?
Not at all.
Or you think that because they ran out of money? Guys, I don't know about y'all, but I don't want to be 60, 65 and I walk from the Walmart. Right? I want to be somewhere, hop out of plane family. Okay? Now, last column, guys. Let's take, your 12% column. That's like your aggressive Roth IRAs. That's like your mutual fund accounts with the Fidelities, Invesco's, Bright House, etc. This time, take 12, divide that into 72. 12 goes into 72 6 times. That means Leave it in there another 6 years, guys, at 20 goes to 40. And at the end of that same time frame, you're looking at 2.5 million to retire with. Now, if that's what you got to retire with, how long could you stay retired? I'm staying retired forever, ever. And guys, here's the thing that I want you to know about financial literacy, financial education. It don't matter whether you do the right thing with your money or not. Because somebody gonna do it for you. Why do I say this? What do you think the bank is doing with your money when you deposit it into account? What do you think they're doing with it? Guys, they're gaining anywhere between 8 to 34% interest off of your money on average. How do they do it? They're lending your money out for car loans, home loans, business loans, personal loans, or they got your money invested in this green column right here. They give you your money back the same way you gave it to them almost, because you didn't know what accounts to ask for. So you tell me, how can you win the game of money? How do you win the game of savings and investments if you don't know the rules?
Well, no.
You can't, right? So our clients are very interested in knowing how their investments work. Now, the second financial concept is, honestly, all of us have heard of this, life insurance, right? Every last one of us has heard of this. Second reason our clients is here is because they don't want to leave their families poor if they're no longer here. See, our clients don't say they don't need life insurance. The reason they don't say they don't need life insurance is they understand that life insurance ain't for them anyway. It's for the people that leave behind. Okay? And we all have a decision to make. Whether you leave behind wealth or whether you leave behind a trust to your family, the decision is yours. However, one of the things that we make sure we do, and I want each of you to do it today, if you have a piece of paper, I want you to so I'm going to say this. They asked the person, what is one of the things that you can tell African Americans to do as a community? And there was a European guy who said they need to get some life insurance. Because see, if they had 200,000, 300,000 on their lives, it'd be a whole lot less police brutality. Right? So I need you to put value on your life, because when you begin to put value on your life, other people start putting value on your life. Now, here's the thing, guys, and this is why you really got to put value on your life. The way that you are currently set up. If your heart stops, your check don't stop. If your heart stops, so will your money.
Yes.
But the needs, goals, and dreams of your children don't change just because you are no longer here. Their goals and their dreams and their needs does not follow you to the graveyard. And so you have to make sure that their goals and their needs and their dreams are still met.
Yes.
Now we use a very simple acronym because sometimes we say how much life insurance is enough. Well, it depends on who you are to your family. All of our dimes is different. So for many of us, the D of the dime, we're going to do it. The D of the dime stands for death. Guys, the average trouble with 15 to 20,000. When I look myself in the mirror, I understand that there's nobody in my family that I'm comfortable with leaving them a $15,000 to $20,000 bill that they got to come up with in 7 to 14 days. There's nobody in my family or my friends I'm not comfortable leaving that type of burden. And we do also understand that GoFundMe, life insurance.
Say that.
When a person leaves a GoFundMe behind, all you've done is you put your family in a situation where they are grieving and begging at the same time. You gotta pick a struggle. Either you're gonna grieve or you're gonna beg. And then the I of the dime, guys. I know we think that the D is most important, but it's not. That's a very small feature. Guys, life insurance ain't meant for the dead. So it's called life insurance. It's for the living. So a very small part of it should be buried with the dead.
Come on.
It's actually your income that's most important. Now you tell me this, especially those of us that are parents. How many of us in this room are parents? How many of us have children? You can can leave 10 years worth of your income to your children. If you wasn't to be here, but 10 years of your income still goes to your children, would you ever choose not to do that? No way. Why? Because at least a few of us understand that they still have to eat. Some of us understand that graduations do still happen. First day of school does still happen. Birthdays will still happen. Proms will still happen with or without you. All of those things cost money. The M of the bag. How many of y'all own y'all home? How many homeowners we got? We got a couple homeowners in the building. Okay. So when it comes to raise your hand, they're going to do all your home. But when it comes to those who own homes, guys, I want you to understand that when you purchase that home, you didn't purchase the home, you don't own the home. You don't own the home until the mortgage is paid. So when you purchase the home, what you really purchased was the debt on the home. You tell me, if you were not to be here, you want that home to go back to the bank? Or you want that home to go to your children and your family? Which one? To your family. So then you have to ask yourself, can your 8-year-old cover your mortgage if you ain't here? Can your 15-year-old pick up your mortgage payment if you ain't here? If they can't pick it up, if there ain't nobody in your family that is available to pick it up, that home is going back to the bank. I don't care if you spend 20 years paying on it, 25 years paying on it. And guys, if you rent, you are not off the hook. Because chances are you are spending more money in rent than you would if you would have just, bought the mortgage, bought the debt on the home. Now, so you definitely want to think about your mortgage. What's left over on that mortgage? Does your life insurance should pay off your mortgage so that it passes down to your children? Guys, you can't have a conversation about generational wealth without talking about life insurance first.
Yep.
Unless you already wealthy. Right? Now, the E of the die, that stands for education. Guys, I can't tell you where your morals lie when it comes to your children, or where your values should lie when you come to your children. But guys, what I will say, a high school education will not be enough for them to survive financially out here. They will need to do a few things. Either they are going to seek higher education, college, something like that. They will get licensed in some area, they will specialize in some area, or they will need to own a business, guys. All of those things cost money. So you want to apply at least $100,000 for that. But I want to ask each of you, what on this list can your family and your children do without? Mine need all of it too. Okay?
All of it, baby.
Okay? What on this list can your family do without? None of it. And if I add up this time and this time, it's based on a person who only makes $2,000 a month. $2,000 a month over the next 10 years is $240,000. Some of y'all make more than that. Y'all make $5,000. Some of you guys are $1 million women to your family. Some of you men are $2.5 million men to your family. That is what your dime says that you are to them. This one only says that this person would need $500 million because that's who they are to their family. Guys, all life insurance is a check big enough to cover the damages that you're going to leave behind financially. So that the people that you said you love the most don't suffer financially. And let's address this deception because I know they say that life insurance is expensive. And I said, well, I think that's about perspective. Because I know that for $20, $25 a month, $20, $25 a week, that's about $800 a month, that most people can get $300,000 to $500 worth of coverage. Guys, what do you think we spend $20 to $25 a week on that we don't even think about? Carol, Starbucks, lashes, what else? Ooh, right? Subscriptions, right? And I'm sure that the list can go on and on and on. Guys, and I only identify that to say this, that typically when it comes to us ensuring the future of our children and our families, we don't have a money problem. We got a priority problem or a financial education problem. Why do I say a priority problem? Because see, some of y'all, you know, my birthday coming up, I'm spending $200 on that, so I ain't gonna pay my life insurance.
Say it ain't
That's a
so.
priority problem. See, some of us, Christmas is going to
Say
come
it
out,
ain't
and
so.
your whole family is going to have on Jordans and matching pajamas. And your children are going to have more value on their feet than they got on their life. That is a priority problem. That is not a money problem. And then if I see, I didn't have a priority problem. I understood the value of life insurance, but I had a financial education problem. And I'm not ashamed to say that I was very well educated, but I knew very little about life insurance before I spoke to my financial coach here.
That's it.
See, I only had $50,000 on my life, and I had an entire family. And see, I didn't understand that I should have been insulted. That I should have been insulted with the agent that only put $50,000 on my life, because essentially what you are saying is that my life is only worth $50,000.
Come on.
And how can that be when I have children and a family?
Come on.
Because see, nobody until then had forced me to put value on my life. And guys, I know inflation is up. It's up. But even guys, even with inflation being up, we understand that about $10 a week, that's about $20 to $40 a month. It's still gonna give most people at least $150,000 in coverage. Guys, our job as agents is easy. We don't gotta convince responsible adults that they need life insurance.
Say that.
We understand that people will pay for what they love. We ain't gotta convince people that, right? And here's the thing about it. $150,000 in coverage, you might be $1 million woman or $2 million man, but you gotta understand that oatmeal beats no meal. It's so much better to leave a little bit of something than to leave a whole lot of nothing. Right? And so our job as agents is easy. Our job is to get you as close to who you are to your family based on what you can afford. Why? Because we're going to be there every step of the way, right? We're going to make reassessments about that thing every couple years until we get you to who you are to your family. Make sense?
Makes sense.
Y'all excited about life insurance?
Yeah. Now, did she ever respond?
Now, let's continue
What the boss
on.
call that?
So when it comes to the opportunity, obviously there are 3 keys to success here, right? When it comes to the opportunity, I already given you for the most part what we do.
We just need to know
There's 3
exactly
keys to
what time
success
she's gonna
here.
be.
Guys, we're gonna ask you what school you graduated from, what class you were in, what your experience is, but are you willing to be coachable, right? Are you willing to be mentored and educated in a field that you know nothing about? That is what we're asking you. Nobody asked me about where you graduated from. They said, can you pass the background?
Like she yeah.
Are you there listening? It's all right. All right. 3 keys to success when it comes to being successful here at Pioneer. First key is you keep the safety and security of your full-time job. I didn't put my job right away. Guys, when I came here, I was in law school, worked full-time, my wife, all of that. And still did this on a part-time basis. Because I know some of you guys may be saying to yourself, I don't have time. Well, time is only an issue in the absence of value. The second key to success is they say, where do you get your people from? Well, I don't know nobody in my phone that's never going to die. I don't know nobody in my phone that's never going to retire. So everybody is my client, okay? So that's where we get our people from. I know a lot of people that don't want to retire. I know a lot of people you bet not there for no money up for. Right? So that's where we get our people from. And then the third key to success is nothing. You have to have experience. I grow very seriously. We put millions upon millions of dollars into communities that would have never seen that type of money had they not met with one of our agents. And I'm going to tell you something, guys. It is one thing for a person to leave their babies behind for somebody to take care of. It is an entirely different thing when you leave your babies behind for somebody to take care of that ain't even got the money to do it. So what we do is not a game. Somebody in the United States dies every 2 seconds. And I'm going to tell you something about the people that I know that died, and it might be a little bit different for you. But ain't nobody that I know that passed away knew they were going to pass away that day. plan for the unplanned. And I'm looking around this room, statistics say that we are at least prepared for tragedy.
She just got out of dance with her daughter. Okay.
But you can take less than $2 a day
And then she'll come.
to make sure that you and your babies are covered,
Yeah.
to make sure that they are not left behind poor. That is what we do. Now, I'm gonna wrap this up. Compensation. I know, we should have got to this first, but I figured you should know what we do. On average, our entry-level agents make anywhere between $350 to $750 per client. It takes our licensed agents literally about 30 minutes to service a client. But I like examples. Obviously, you guys all like examples. So let's say that, you service one client. Obviously, they're in the market for life insurance. They're not looking to leave their family poor. That one client, that's about $442. See, I believe that my kids will make room for me. Okay? But this information I will give away for free. I'm just grateful that Primerica put me in a position to, but to also earn at the same time. Now, we're talking two clients. Let's say you got 2 hours out of your entire month, and you decide to service 2 clients. That's on average $884. Guys, that's somebody's car note. That's their car note, their light bill, their phone bill, their gas bill. You might be able to add the electric bill that you just got done in 2 hours.
Come on.
Third, right? Let's say you decide, we don't tell you how many clients you can assist. Obviously, there's some agents here that assist 15, 20 clients a month. But let's just say bare minimum, you assisted 3 clients a month. That's about $1,300. That's somebody's rent, that's somebody's mortgage. Imagine taking a couple hours out of your month to pay your biggest bill, which is probably your rent or your mortgage. Or if you don't do that, imagine how this additional income could change your savings and your investments. That is the opportunity. Now, I'm going to keep it going. All right. So, we can talk about this license, right? We can talk about this 124. I want you to know that that 124 is a non-negotiable, right? That is not, we didn't make this up as Primerica. That is state law. Every state requires you to pass a background check before they give you that license. Every state in the entire United States of America, okay? So that's a non-negotiable. But what Primerica does is they say, listen, if you can clear a background check, we will cover everything else on your behalf. Not only did I clear that background check, but once I got licensed and I got the training, I had a $1,200 bonus. But I want you to know that the minimum, right? So as long as you can clear that background check, they do cover everything else. If you were to try to do it on your own, you're going to be out of a college education, which is about $33,000. So I did the math. I want to do the next grade. 43,000, 124. Okay? Now, so 124, obviously we already talked about that. And that is pretty much all I have in terms of what exactly we do here, as well as the income opportunity. But guys, it is time for some recognition. So I'm going to bring up the regional vice presidents in this branch. Listen, everybody that you see on this wall, there's only one person missing from this wall. But I'm going to bring them up. And first we're going to start with near-term $100,000 earner. She was a former CTA bus driver. Give it up, guys, for Christy Blair. Second, I want to bring up near-term $100,000 earning. Ranger from Team TKR. Guys, give it up for Kelly Ball. Alrighty, you guys have already met this mighty man, near-term $100,000 earner. Guys, let's give it up for the ultimate amazing Julian Outley. Now, Dr. Sierra Winston, guys, near-term $100,000 earner. Farmer Drive. Guys, give it up for this phenomenal couple, Willie and Eric. Now, we gotta give it up. Now, let's give it up for our ring wearers, right? So we got a near-term $200,000 earner already rocking the ring. Let's give it up for Dream Chasers. Let's give it up for the Rio Picture. Give it up for, listen, they are near-term, because they are making $200,000 a year, but they are near-term $300,000 earners. They are also on the African American Leadership Council. Guys, in order to sit for herself, near-term $400,000 earner. She's already sitting at $300,000. Guys, but there's something that I want to say about this $300,000 in income. And so we're going to turn it, we'll stop the music for now. One of the main reasons I'm here too is because I couldn't pass my job down to my kids. And I couldn't pass my degrees down to my kids. And so we have Coach Cassandra here. She's sitting at $300,000 in income. Guys, if her heart stops, her money doesn't stop. Because what Primerica will allow her to do is to pass her business down to her kid so that her kid sees the same type of income that she sees. Because once you start making $300,000 a year here, they give you something called ownership. When you can pass your business down, your income down to your children and your family. Imagine working 30, 40, 50 years of your life and having nothing to show for it but the checks you already spent. Give it up for Cassandra. So, now, introducing myself. She is tired of women. $1 million earner, also has ownership, also sitting on the AALP council. Give it up for Prince Coakley. I'm gonna say y'all. All right. We have to give it up for $500,000 earners, near-term million. Your Carter Award. Also has ownership, also sitting on the phenomenal AALP, African American Leadership Council. Guys, let's give it up for Damian and Jamira Bowden. You too, swag and stuff.
What happened with that Atlanta?
Amazing partner.
I gotta take
Daniel Bowden. We've been in the business going on about 6 years. Woo, 6 years.
Oh, I gotta call them.
Yeah. Around into the years. No. Guys, for 16 years working in healthcare. I went to school at the bachelor's. Go back, get the master so you can make a couple more thousand ratio. Just make a couple more thousand. Anybody working in a position that they got the degree in. We're talking about that, right? So 6 figures is still long that, but I never made 6 figures before I walked away from my 16 years. Walked away about $85,000, University of Chicago, healthcare administration, and people thought, oh man, you got a good job. Why would you walk away from that? But how many of us know that the opposite of great is good? Okay? And I wasn't willing to settle. How many of y'all feel like deep down on the inside that you know you have a bigger purpose, you know you will call to be something great, you know that you have a oil on your life, but you just not designed to just be cool. Listen, there were plenty of days, plenty of mornings I cried. Waking up, thankful that I'm here to another day, but waking up having to get up to an alarm clock. Go answer to somebody that tell me when to start my day, how many bathroom breaks I can take, when I can go to lunch, when I can go home, how many vacation days. I can't go to my son's field trip because I have to be there to continue to help them build their business, their legacy. Plenty of days I sat in traffic for hours, saying this is time that I can't get back. It really only should take me 15 minutes to get here, but I'm sitting out here 2 hours, going 2 hours, coming back. I never pretended like it was okay. You know, somebody like, I'm good, you're not good. You do it because you feel like there's something that you're obligated to do. But I was introduced to this blessing called Primerica by my sisters. Did a blind thing and just signed up and supported her. After 3 months of working this business part-time, I was able to replace my income, quit my job, become a regional vice president, and now a $500,000 earner in this business. And I only invested $124. But you know what I did invest? Trust and belief. I saw people that looked like me, came exactly from where I came from, and I saw them do it. And I believe that if I followed them, that I too can do the same thing. But now we have witnesses that are coming right behind, and we're all doing the same thing. So let's give it up for RBP. I want you to look up here and see yourself. All of us sat in the same seats that we was up there on the fourth floor. We bust the walls out and we came down here. We're going to bust these walls out and y'all get ready for the next spot. And y'all will be standing up here, right? And we sat in the same seats. But how many of you all believe that you too can be sitting up here, standing up here? They don't take no degree. Y'all heard an 18 pencil background check. All it takes is your business, your work ethic, and your belief. Say, you know what? Thank you, God. You showed me this is my time. All right, it's your time. You know this is your time. Let's get it. All right.
All right, you guys, we're going to have people who went to class, you did a Tuesday class, and you got your actual life insurance license. So you got your life insurance license. We want you to come up. We want you to clap the RVP hand, come across, and take your seats. But guys, this is a big deal because you took a 2-day course. How many hours? Some of y'all say 20 hours.
20 hours.
That's a long time to sit in class, right? But you guys did that, and then you actually went and got the actual license. So come up if you guys got your license, and I want you guys to clap. Yeah, that's for you. That's for you.
individuals, we're gonna talk about getting promoted. We're on our job for years and not getting promoted. These individuals have been here less than 30 days and already got promoted. So this level right here is a senior rep promotion, 35%, sitting out one family. They're making anywhere from 250 to 550 right in one policy. Let's give it up to Michael and Lola Ortiz. Come to you guys. And I want you to tell them now, let's high five, CRDP. Give it up to
Got a couple of district wheel promotions, guys. This is a 50% contract. They are making anywhere from $400 to $700. Right, that's a big deal.
$700 an hour. Anybody job in the room? Okay, exactly. Not legally, right? I'm not to give it up, please, district leaders.
Let's give it up for Shay Pickens.
Yeah.
And Carletta Warren. All right. We have a couple of division leaders, guys.
That's a big deal. I'm not a division, but that's a big deal.
Yeah, these people right here, they went up to 60% contract level.
Yeah.
You know, we move on up here, right? 50, 60, 70, 110.
Yeah.
So, yeah, these people have moved up to a 60% contract level, guys. So,
So literally, so one policy, you have to tell them, one policy, they can sit down with one family, we're saying $600 in 30 minutes. Come on, that sound good. Give me a raise like that. Okay, that's not their fourth promotion, all right? Let's give it up for these people. We got a power couple.
yes, Tequila and Philip Daniel. Good job, guys.
Let's go, man, listen. Do we get celebrated like this in our job? No, only in Primerica. We said there is America, and then there is Primerica. Now, this is another world. It's a beautiful place to be. Now, where we at? We on that good stuff?
All right, so this the next person here. I done looked already, so I know who it is.
Okay.
So this guy, y'all believe it or not, y'all, Chase, he was like my appointment 5 years ago.
5 years ago?
So always follow that door, people, because you never know. Just because it's not them now, I mean, then, don't mean it's not going to be for them at this point of time in their life. So this is a huge deal. He just went there on that official field trainer.
Right here, sir. So, sit down. Listen, this promotion is a huge deal. We celebrate this promotion like crazy because it is the best promotion on the RVP. He is on his way. Okay? He is on his way, and he did it in such a short time. We want him to tell you all what he does for a living, and basically, why don't you join his business? What you think about it?
Thank all our VPs.
What did you say?
Appreciate the recognition. My name is Sergeant Smith. I'm also a Chicago police officer. So like David said, he interviewed me 5 years ago, next level business. At that time, I wasn't really thinking about my financial future, like I should have been, but that's the past. I recently joined this company, and I got my license in the and once they told me about the business and the company, I have 2 daughters, my financial future, I started to try to put it over. You know what I mean? And just seeing everybody up here, some people I know, and even people I don't know, just seeing how young they are, how inspired they are. That's motivation for me. You know what I mean? So I'm excited about my future. I'm excited about the leaders. I'm excited about being with you right now. And I'm more excited about bringing more leaders in.
Good job.
Hey, listen, before we go to the next thing, I'm just say one thing, I'm gonna joke with how I just follow. You know how people follow you on social media, right? And it's important that you post so people can see this life. He said, oh man, y'all be up there real happy. Is it real? Oh no. I love it, but it's not the sharing. People are looking and praying for this opportunity, and it's on us to show them. Okay?
It's comp check time.
Okay. So y'all, this is the exciting part of the night, right? Because we like to dance, we like to have a good time. But these individuals get a chance to come down and do a special dance because they made at least $1,000 in the last 7 days. On that part-time. Y'all ain't excited about that? So, okay, I think because we're saying, okay, I need $1,000. Let me know how many hours it took.
Some of y'all took 2 hours to make $1,000.
Right, okay. Yeah.
So I want y'all to, that's a big deal.
Yeah. Yeah.
Some people, it takes them 40 hours to make $1,000. So we gotta clap for these folks.
Yeah. And these are the additions to their full-time careers. They work from home on Zoom, a couple appointments, and they're at $1,000. But they have to do one of the latest, the hottest dances around town. Now DJ, you ready? Let's go. Who we got? Who we got? And no cheating. Oh, Diamond. She not in the building. What we got? Diamond Davis.
One clap for
She
Diamond.
made a $1,000 for fun clap.
Right.
She gotta spend her money right now.
All right, y'all ready? She went from Zion, $1,080. That was a big deal.
Give it up for her. Next step. I'm on the way. So tell them what you do for a living, why you want to business. Oh no, how did you make this sound?
How do we make this out
Yeah.
in about 3 hours?
Woo! Okay, oh. And what do you want to do for a living?
We're full-time now, but formerly I was the Barclays Security Director downtown, corporate America. Honestly, I got started with business because I needed time freedom. Spending too much time waking up, going to do, coming home, going to sleep, waking up, going to work, coming home, going to sleep. Didn't see my house, didn't see my family, didn't see my wife. But it's different now.
Yeah. Give it up. Y'all give it a 2 minutes. You got it? So in other words, y'all, they fired their bosses.
All right, y'all ready?
Yes.
DJ, you ready? Let's see who we got.
Hey, wait till y'all hear what she used to do. Yeah.
Shared some information about life insurance. Our mom called me. I went to their house. Ended up being there, 8, 9 hours. And we directly. Absolutely an amazing appointment. The young lady was in the business 3 days. Flew with us to Women in Primary. We had an amazing time. It's just about blessing families, getting out of the way and helping people help themselves. That's all.
Give it up.
Job here.
Here, take some ice in an ice pack, please.
You're gonna be hurting the mom.
We got some more. These checks are getting
All
larger.
right, take it away. Let's see who we got there. DJ, you ready? Let's see. Oh!
Wait. One more time.
$2,064.18.
In the last 7 days. $2,000. And this is a administrator. So she knows she got to connect it back. DJ, are you ready? They don't like that.
Come on, man. What's going on there?
Time, baby. Time.
She said, yeah, I'm tired of making a lot of money. Hard. Pockets a little heavy. But tell us what you do. How you make this 2,000?
Administrative, mental health administrator for the state of Illinois, Department of Youth Services. Worked there for 26 years. How I made this, let's see. I stopped a coworker who was on the other car. They talked about me out there with my briefcase. So they know I'm not working for the state on those days. I'm working for Grand America. So I was sitting in my car and I saw a coworker. I'm like, what do you do? She said, well, what you go to? I said, you got life insurance outside of your job? She said, I done heard about you. I said, well, what you get? Oh my Lord, I was gonna call you. I said, well, you want a quote right now? Let me get my tablet. While I sit here and give you this quote. So I gave it to her. She said, call me tonight at 5:30. You get off. Let's do it. Call with a mother. She wanted a policy on her young daughter. Well, I didn't know that she had another daughter who was sitting there in the house while we were doing the call. And her daughter said, Mom, when she's finished with you, give her my phone number so she can call me when she gets done. So I called her. There we go.
You only got 3 funny bitches to make $2,000. Man, y'all gotta give it up. You know, she done made $2,000 and watching her. Woo! And that young lady comes all the way from Kankakee, Illinois. Okay? And we got a whole nother. Kankakee, where y'all at? Don't look like y'all like shit over here. Okay, listen. Do we got time here? Okay, they coming down a nice drive. But they value this opportunity. It's for everyone. No limits, y'all. We're global. We're nationwide, okay? Not just Chicago.
All right, y'all ready?
Here we go.
This is my favorite part of the night. You know, once a month I get the honor for this, and I love it. You know what I'm saying? So this belt represents the top producer in the entire dynasty. So that means that this person was the best producer out of everybody in the room. Alright? Every crew. So this is a huge deal. So can I get them in the chat on here? Just the chat. Can y'all break it down? Can y'all break it down?
We got to see who is it.
What is it?
Where they got?
They say the chat.
Where they at? That's it. You got to see who it is. Who is the stud? Hurry! Let's go!
Alright, security. Wow. Yeah, I can Tuesday. What's it? Tomorrow. Oh my God.
Y'all know what's happening.
Y'all know what time it is tomorrow. Y'all don't carry the other and wait a minute. Metro Eureka is tomorrow. And we are going to carry this good over. I'm driving on at 10:30 tomorrow. Now, I'm the plan, make y'all all the time. Now, Karen, so let me ask you this now. So, is this your first blood of the week? Now, my question, Carrie, because this is your first time. It's your first time. You nervous, aren't you? Do you, you got nervous, huh? So, other people, that you are slaying the competition in the room for the next third of the week?
Period. Let me tell you why. No, but seriously, the reason that I have this belt, honestly, is because I made a decision, that my coach is going to senior national sales director. That's
So again, you say on period, this cover the this ain't gonna be no problem. Hey, yo, do anybody got a problem with Perry saying that? No, everybody good? We gonna get Susan crying right now. Susan crying Perry right now.
Oh, okay.
Alright, so yeah, I'm gonna take a picture with you.
Yeah.
You heard you know what I'm saying? So that's it, I reckon. So I'm gonna bring it up quick. Yeah, I'm gonna bring it around so fast.
Greatness. Did y'all like them comment checks? That was good. Who's coming from comment check the next time? Let me hear you. Raise your hand. You don't want to do the big thing, but you got a nice check. You'll skip to something, right? Let us know the song you like. But we're going to bring up the lady of the hour. The reason that every single person is sitting in a seat or standing in this room tonight. If this young lady did not make no, this young lady did not make the decision to say, I'm going to go ahead and pay my 124, join this business, walk away from my career, and I'm going to sell all the way out to the stage. I'm going to be all in. And because she went all in, look to the front of this room, look left, look right. That is the reason that all of us are in a position that we're in. Y'all got to give it up for one person. Virginia Carter overall winner with 2 Virginia Carter. To $1 million in the entire company. She was the fastest. What does that mean for all of these individuals up here, you all in this room, follow up with that? Let's give it up for our $1.5 million Ernest Cynthia. Regional Vice President. Oh. Don't y'all like the way that sounds? I love the way that sounds. I don't know about y'all, but for me, I used to be a registered nurse, and there is absolutely no way, if it wasn't for this company, that I would be the regional vice president of anything, okay? And not because I'm like not smart, I'm very smart, but just the way things are set up, I don't think I would have ever been a regional vice president. So let's give it up for Primerica. Because Primerica has completely changed all of our lives. You know, I was a registered nurse, my fiance was a doctor, and having the careers that we have, those are careers that, you know, you would pretty much think that we would do fine, and we would have done fine in life, or it would have just been fine, right? For me, I want to do way better than just fine in life. It like capitalize on their entire life
Anybody want a lifestyle that people can dream of? That's what I wanted. I wanted a life that people dream about. And going to school, getting my degree, working at Northwestern, I knew, as I did that, I knew that I was not on track to live the lifestyle that I want to live. Right? And as I did that, I said, I have to make a change. I have to make a change. I was only 28 years old at that time, and as I went to work 7 p.m. to 7 a.m. every single day, crying my eyes out as I drove to work, knowing that I didn't want to do this for another 30 years, walking into the job, seeing my managers who were miserable as well, as we take care of patients all night. Right? Overworked and underpaid. It's a blessing to be a nurse, but it's a curse to have to go home and not be able to take care of my own family. Right? And so understanding that, I said, I am not going to do this for 30 to 40 years like most people. Some of you, like I think, well, somebody said they love their job. That was scary. And that's great if you love your job, but what I realized is that for most people, they don't actually love their job. And that was my situation. Even if you love your job, that's great. I didn't love my job, so I had to make a change, right? And so many of you, just like us, we know people who need to make a change. And so I'm so happy that I did. And once I made that change, I said, okay, what do I need to do? I came into this business and I went to work. So for those of you who are here and you are here listening to the information, understand that if you decide to join this business tonight, come in and decide to go to work. Come in and decide that you're going to put in the work. It took me 11 months of being full-time in this company to start making 6 figures. And for most people, you're not looking to make $1 million, and that's fine, but 6 figures would change your life. Making $100,000 a year would change your life. It changed mine. Right? So to be able to make 6 figures is more than worth it, but you have to make a decision that, hey, I'm going to go ahead and give this a shot, make $100,000 a year, and then from there you can decide if you want to double that, triple that, or continue to go. So make $100,000 after 11 months, but then a few months later I was making $200,000. A few months after that, $300,000. I got ownership, as Kanye talked about earlier, how important that is. And let me just say this, for the majority of people, and it looks like as I look, every single one of us in here we're minorities. And for the majority, west side, south side, wherever you're from, we don't own anything. And that's the big problem. When we talk about getting a position to get ahead in the game, right? Getting a position to really be generational wealth, we have to start with ownership, right? And this company gave all of us the opportunity to own something that we can pass down to our children. And that was just about 2 years of me being in this business, gaining ownership like many other regional vice presidents up here. So understand that if you decide that you're going to get a shot, you have to get in and understand the value of what you're fighting for, right? But really quickly after that, guys, we're all the way up to $500,000 a year in income, and then the pandemic hit, and we went from 5 all the way to $1.5 million a year in income. But the best thing about that, I tell you that because the best thing that happened is that all of these individuals in here, they were blessed as well. They were blessed as well because they increased their income as well. So understand, this is a team game. When you come into this business, you're coming in and we lock arms with you. We take you by the hand and we show you how to be successful. And that's what you're getting with this organization. But on the flip side of that, y'all know I always got to tell you this as well. You don't need anybody else to join our team. We're not necessarily in need of anybody to join our team because we're going to continue to win. What we want are the people who want to be on this team, the people who want more out of life, the people who we don't have to beg and push to go and get to work, but people who are going to come in ready to go and do this thing and do this thing with urgency. That's what we're looking for. Look, y'all, talk to the person that got you out tonight. Talk to them, let them know exactly that you're ready to get going, and then get going with us. Pay that $124. This is the last thing I'll say. All you have to do, when you pay that $124, all you have to do is make a decision. All you have to do is make a decision. You pay that $124, make a decision that you're going to step out on faith for your family. Many of you have children, but you're going to step out on faith and say, man, let me give this a real try. Just a try. Let me give this a real try. And if this works, I might change my entire family tree. But guess what? If you decide that this is not for you, the worst thing, you got a license. You got a license. You got a license that you paid $124 for. I paid $80,000 for my student loans, $124 for this company, and to get into this company, and they pay for all the other licenses that we have. So man, take a step on faith, man.
Thank you all for coming out this evening, and I hope to see you all soon, okay?
Carrie, come on out real quick, Carrie, please. You ready for this, don't you?